Welcome to the deep dive. Today we are undertaking a truly unique mission. You've handed us a stack of sources that somehow takes the entire kind of scary world of the stock market and turns it into something I think is just genius.
The giant worldwide lemonade stand store.
Exactly. It's just so accessible. So our mission today is to dive deep into this framework, this Lemonville.
Right. And pull out the most important rules, the hidden wisdom, and how you can actually apply it all without using any of that confusing Wall Street jargon.
I just love how the source material immediately sets the scene. We're not talking about abstract numbers on a screen. We're talking about a real physical place.
Lemonville.
Lemonville.
Exactly. And you have to picture this, right? It's one single massive street that literally stretches around the entire planet.
Wow.
And it's just lined with millions of stands. That street is the market. And the key thing, the critical idea, is that these stands are real businesses.
Not just stock tickers.
No, not at all. Some are, these rickety little operations with hand-painted signs. Others are just massive global companies with robot arms and neon signs that are glowing 24/7.
So by calling it Lemonville, we're immediately thinking about actual businesses that make and sell things.
Yes, it's about value, not just numbers.
And the concept that really unlocks this whole thing for you, the listener, is fractional ownership. The idea is so simple. You don't need enough money to buy the entire, massive lemonade stand.
Right.
You can just own a tiny, tiny piece, like one straw or one ice cube.
Or one super sour lemon drop.
Yeah. And these little tiny pieces of ownership, that's what adults decided to call stocks.
For some reason. So you get to be a part owner of a real business, but for just a tiny fraction of the cost.
Okay, let's unpack the different kinds of stands we see in Lemonville because they represent different business strategies.
Yeah, the archetypes.
First, we have Mia's stand. She's famous for her secret rainbow recipe.
Right. So Mia represents high quality. Consistency, reliability. People trust that rainbow recipe.
Then you've got Jaden's stand.
Oh, Jaden. He represents pure hype, pure attraction.
The source says he hosts a live Fortnite dance party every hour.
Every hour. So people are showing up for the spectacle, maybe less for the actual lemonade.
Which is a strategy. But does it last?
That's the question.
And the third major type is Zoe's stand. She's all about innovation.
Right, she figured out how to use drones to deliver lemonade directly to tree houses.
That's growth. That's expansion, finding new markets.
And we can't forget the cautionary tale, the one that keeps us grounded.
Brad's stand.
Brad's stand. And the source is, it's brutally honest. It says, his lemonade tastes like old socks.
It's just low quality. It's the poorly managed business that's just struggling to stay afloat. We've all seen a Brad stand in our neighborhood.
The shop that never changes, never improves. But in Lemonville, survival is, it's decided by this daily trading ritual.
So tell us how these little pieces of ownership, these tickets, actually change hands.
Okay, so every single morning, 9:30 a.m., this big bell rings. Ding,
Ding, ding, ding.
That's the opening. That's the opening bell. And all the investors, kids, adults, whoever, they run around with these little paper tickets. So if you own, say, 5 ice cubes of Mia's stand, you can trade that ticket to someone else who wants those 5 ice cubes.
And the market is just constantly figuring out what those pieces are worth.
Constantly.
So this is where the excitement and, let's be honest, the terror comes in. Price fluctuation. If I own a piece of Mia's stand, why does its value go up or down?
It's all about expectation and creating value. So say Mia announces a huge success. She adds these super addictive gummy worms to her secret recipe.
And sales just go through the roof.
They skyrocket. So the outlook for her stand is way better. And her tickets, the source says, they shoot up like a bottle rocket. Everyone wants a piece of that new success.
Okay, but what about the opposite? What if Brad's stand catches on fire? Again.
Well, his tickets crash. He loses his inventory, his reputation's in the tank. The future looks bleak.
So that price drops faster than a noob in Minecraft lava.
Exactly. The key takeaway here is that the ticket price isn't random. It's reflecting the changing reality and the potential of the actual business underneath.
It really forces you to remember you're an owner. If Mia does well, you do well.
And if Brad struggles, you feel it too.
Okay, so we get the mechanics. Success is a bottle rocket. Failure is a lava pit. But to navigate this, you need some real wisdom.
You do.
And for that, we turn to the sages of Lemonville, the old guys in the rainbow ice cream truck.
Warren and Charlie. Warren's the one with the crazy white hair, always laughing, with a double scoop cone.
Right, and Charlie's the more quiet, cerebral one. He's always solving a Rubik's Cube.
They're the long-term thinkers.
So if you ask them why the prices of these stands jump around so much, Warren gives just the most profound, simple answer.
Because humans are goofy.
That's it.
That's the entire psychological driver. The price moves because of collective human emotion. It goes boom when everyone loves a stand, maybe they hear a good rumor, and they all rush in to buy.
Greed.
Greed and excitement. But when fear sets in, maybe some bad news comes out, they run away screaming, dumping their tickets, and the price goes splat.
So in the short term, it's really just a popularity contest.
It absolutely is.
And this leads perfectly to Charlie's advice, which just cuts right through all that noise. He says most people try to guess the exact second to buy low and sell high.
Yeah, and he compares that to trying to catch a creeper with a fishing rod.
It's impossible, it's just exhausting, and you're probably going to fail.
Right. That short-term gambling is how most people lose money. So Charlie, he takes a napkin, some fudge sauce, and he writes down the secret.
The ultimate investment philosophy.
Buy wonderful lemonade, stands at fair prices, and hold them forever.
Hold them forever. I mean, that sounds simple, but how hard is that really?
It's the hardest part.
Say I buy a slice of Mia's stand because I know it's wonderful, but then next week a competitor opens up and Mia's ticket price drops 50% because everyone's panicking. How do I actually resist selling?
And that is the essential challenge. Charlie's answer is another one of his bits of wisdom. Time is the friend of great businesses.
Meaning
Meaning if Mia's stand is truly a wonderful business, she'll survive. She'll innovate. She'll be much bigger in 10 years. So that short-term 50% drop, it's just noise. It's irrelevant to the long-term success of the business itself.
So you have to focus on the stand, not the ticket price.
That's the whole game. So the strategy is less about timing and more about finding those Mia-level stands, buying them when maybe they're on sale.
And then, as Warren says, go play Fortnite for 10 years.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The profit isn't made from frantic daily action. It comes from the underlying quality of the stand just growing over a long, long time. The hard work is all up front.
This idea of patience is so key because even Mia's stand will have terrible days. And that brings us to decoding the big market emotions, the cycles.
We need the right vocabulary for Lemonville.
Right. So when prices are running UP, like a rocket llama in Fortnite.
That's your Beal market. Everyone's excited. Sales are rising. Confidence is high.
And when prices fall hard, faster than when your mom says bedtime.
That is a bear market. Fear is in charge. Everyone's running for the exits.
And what about a crash? Is that different?
The sources are clear on this. A crash isn't some new monster. It's just really grumpy bears.
So a severe downturn, prices fall very, very quickly because that fear just becomes overwhelming.
Utter panic.
To illustrate this, the material has this great little comic strip scenario, the Great Lemon Apocalypse of 2022.
I love this part. It shows how quickly emotion just spirals. So in the comic, Mia's stand is doing great, but then hype takes over.
The rumor starts that her lemons give you superpowers.
Right. And this rumor drives the ticket price from 100 all the way up to a ridiculous 500 tickets. That's pure greed. It's speculation.
But then, of course, reality hits.
Yeah, some scientist, or maybe just a smart kid, confirms that, lemons are just lemons.
No superpowers.
No superpowers. The irrational excitement just evaporates instantly, and everyone panics. They all sell at the same time, crashing the price from 500 all the way down to 10.
And this is the moment. This is where most people fail. They bought at 500 in the hype, and they sell at 10 in the fear.
But the wise investor, which is you, following Charlie's wisdom, you just walk in calmly.
While everyone else is crying, you calmly walk up and buy a whole bucket of Mia's ice cubes for just 10 tickets each.
You're being rational while the crowd is being goofy.
And this only works because of what the sources call the cheat code.
Right, which is that great stands almost always come back stronger. Mia's business might have been overvalued because of a silly rumor, but it is still a high-quality stand. She has the secret recipe.
She'll bounce back. Maybe next year she invents lemonade-flavored slime or something.
And people will go crazy all over again.
So this all boils down to that famous rule from Warren and Charlie.
Be greedy when others are fearful, and fearful when others are greedy.
It feels so counterintuitive.
That's the whole secret. In Lemonville terms,
Yeah.
if everyone is dancing on tables and prices are crazy high, that's greed. That's your time to be cautious, step away. But when fear is peaking, when the price is in the toilet because of panic, not because the stand is actually failing, That's when you have to be brave.
That's when you buy. It's a sale.
It's a sale.
So if all this panic and hype is just, inevitable, what is the everyday investor supposed to do?
Yeah.
This brings us to applying the not stupid philosophy.
Yes. This comes from Charlie Munger, Warren's partner. His whole thing is avoiding dumb mistakes.
He said success isn't about being a genius.
No, it's about being consistently not stupid. You don't need to be brilliant. You just need a simple, robust strategy.
So don't light your money on fire by buying Brad's Stan.
Right. And don't panic sell Mia's stand when everyone else is freaking out. Buy great businesses and then just hold on. That's the core non-stupid action.
And this is where we connect the metaphor directly to the real world through the Lemonville paper trading game. We have to figure out who the real Mia level stands are today.
Yeah, and the sources give these fantastic disguises for them.
Mm.
Like the Magic Candy Store, they make those shiny devices everyone's holding.
iPhones, iPads, that's Apple.
That's Apple. And it's a wonderful stand because once you're in their ecosystem, it's really hard to leave.
Okay, what about the River of Packages stand? The one that delivers, like, anything in 2 days?
That's Amazon. And its defense, its moat, is just incredible. It's not just the delivery, it's the whole logistics network, the cloud computing. They own the pipes of Lemonville.
Then you have the Pixel Potion Palace. Video games, work tools. They own virtual worlds like Roblox.
That's Microsoft. They are so embedded in the business world and the gaming world.
And finally, Mouse House Magic, the stand that sells stories. Disney Plus, Marvel, Star Wars.
These are just massive story engines. People will be lining up for those stories for decades.
And this discussion of why they're wonderful is so important. We're not just listing names, we're understanding the value.
Exactly. And the find the Mia activity in the source material really drives this home.
Yeah, tell us about that.
It just encourages you to walk through your house and find 3 things that come from a public company.
So maybe the Netflix show you're watching?
Or the Minecraft server you play on, which is owned by Microsoft. Or even your toothpaste, which is probably from a giant like P&G.
And this is the magic payoff, right? The light bulb moment. Every single time someone, somewhere in the world, brushes their teeth or watches the next Stranger Things episode,
A tiny sprinkle of money rains down on the owners of that stand.
you are literally buying a piece of the daily global economy.
It's such a powerful way to see yourself as an owner, not just a consumer. And this leads to the rules for the paper trading game. It's designed to break those bad, goofy human habits.
It has 2 crucial rules. First, you can only buy once a week.
Right. No frantic daily trading.
And second, you have to practice the hold forever muscle by not selling anything for the first 3 months, no matter what.
That 3-month rule is non-negotiable for learning. It forces you to mentally detach from the daily price wiggles. If the price crashes a month in, you have to ask yourself, is Mia still a wonderful stand?
And if the answer is yes,
Then you just sit on your butt and let time do the work. You're training your brain to think like an owner, not a gambler.
so after this incredible deep dive into Lemonville, what's the final piece of wisdom? We have to go back to the ice cream truck one last time.
We do. And Warren, wiping some chocolate off his cheek, he gives the final send-off. The giant worldwide lemonade stand store. It never closes.
It's always open somewhere.
Always. And every single day, someone somewhere is panicking and selling an amazing stand for cheap. Your only job is to be brave enough and smart enough to buy when they're all running around like chickens with no heads.
And Charlie, he delivers the final provocative thought, the one you write in fudge sauce.
He says, the big money is made by sitting on your butt doing nothing after you buy something wonderful.
It just completely reframes the idea of work, doesn't it? The effort is up front in the decision. The profit comes from patience.
Exactly. The game is just minimizing stupidity and maximizing patience.
So for our final question for you, the listener, the material suggests a thought exercise, the future stand activity. If you were to draw your most epic lemonade stand for the year 2035, I'm talking flying lemons, robot butlers, the works, what 3 reasons would you give for why everyone on Earth would line up for your lemonade?
That activity forces you to think about real future value.
Yeah.
What's the moat? What gives your stand the power to be a Mia for decades, no matter what the Grumpy Bears do next week?
You are now officially a Lemonville investor. The knowledge is yours. The rules are simple. Go find those wonderful stands.
We'll see you next time on The Deep Dive.